Yo, 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 it's Big Ant, the spokesman, man. We back. Another edition of Urban Politicians TV, UPTV. Make sure you stay on your pivot at all times, man. Had to come tap in as the conversation with Young Thug, Gunna, and YSL, they got a circulation and rotation all over the timeline once again. Instagram, Twitter, the blogs, the write-up websites is getting reposted and reshared everywhere as we've seen this conversation make the news and be a topic before. Even going back to when Young Thug was still in jail and he dropped the Business is Business album. That's when we first saw this stuff start to spark up it, and then it stayed with it, and it was lingering around for a little bit, even to the point where Young Thug was making it more clear that, hey, I'm not really rocking with him like that anymore. But then when he eventually came home, he straight up said it direct on Twitter. People were still in denial about it. Fans was like, well, nah, this might not be his real account. They just doing this to make it be a story of things. They gonna get back together and it's gonna go up. But we never seen that happen. And I'm like, bro, how many more ways do the people want him to say it? Whether you agree with it or not, whether you like it or not, he basically said directly, bro, hey, I don't rock with bro. I'm not rocking with him at all. Then he ended up getting with Lil Baby and other people. It was like, okay, so he making it clear. Well, we did see an interview while he was still fighting the case that Gunna did and said that he was still YSL. We didn't hear him speak on it no more. But now the timeline, they got picked up that he got the YSL tattoo covered up. And Our Generation Music posted that up, and Young Thug came in the comments and said, he said it must end, LOL. And that is referencing the video that we know that Young Thug saw when Gunna took his plea deal. An Atlanta reporter was inside of the courthouse when that was done. So when he recorded that, everybody in the world got to hear exactly what Gunna said during his plea deal. And one part of it, he did say, YSL is a gang and it must end.
Gunna walked out of the Fulton County Jail. The rapper, whose real name is Sergio Kitchens, entered a negotiated guilty plea, what's known as an Alford plea, allowing him to also maintain his innocence. Gunna was in jail on racketeering and conspiracy charges, part of a large gang indictment that includes rapper Young Thug and other alleged members of YSL or Young Slime Life gang.
No intention of being involved in the trial process in any way. In court, some startling statements.
Please state after each statement whether or not you agree or acknowledge that the statements are true, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
I became affiliated with YSL around 2016. Is that true as it pertains to you, Mr. Kitchens?
Yes, ma'am.
YSL is a music label and a gang, and you have personal knowledge that members or associates of YSL have committed crimes in furtherance of the gang.
Yes, ma'am.
You were present when law enforcement officers stopped a vehicle in which you were present along with Jeffrey Williams, wherein hydrocodone, methamphetamines, and a firearm were recovered. These items did not belong to you.
Yes, ma'am.
And do you acknowledge the following statement? I recognize, accept, and deeply regret that my talent and music indirectly furthered YSL the gang to the detriment of my community. YSL as a gang must end. Is that your statement or acknowledgement?
Yes.
A YSL indictment includes Jeffrey Williams, a.k.a. Young Thug. His attorney, Brian Steele, has said,
Mr. Williams committed no crime.
Judge Ural Glanville.
I find that your plea is freely and voluntarily entered. I find no factual basis for your plea, and I'm going to accept your plea as tendered and as negotiated.
This was before the trials that started. This was prior to that, he said that. And their whole defense in that time was that YSL was not a gang, that it was a music label. And also other things were read that I'm pretty sure Young Thug didn't agree with at that point in time for him to say, because he like, this is damaging, and saying that we a gang and it must end right now, it's going to come off a certain way, no matter how nobody feel about it. But this is what it is now. Y'all can feel how y'all want to feel about it. You can have whatever opinion you want to have about it. But they've already made it clear they not rocking with each other. Gunna, he still was kind of pushing it was YSL at first. I had already could tell that Thug wasn't rocking with him no more. And he's choosing to stand on it. That is his choice. It's his label. It's his team. He is old man. It's his life. It's what he stand for. Hey, I'm not rocking with that. I felt like you did something that was harmful to me in my defense. I feel like you turned your back on us by what you went in the courtroom and read. No matter who else did it, no matter how nobody else feel about it, we speaking about them two right here, right now. I know the fans, the YSL people, the rap, the hip hop, they love the music that they put together. They didn't have plenty of smashes, man. They done had plenty of hits. They didn't have the clubs go crazy, the streets go crazy. But when it get like this, bro, this is that other part I tell y'all, the streets, dog. It be like this. This is what happened. This is what it's gonna be, nigga. No matter if I went to jail for this, how niggas look. This is if you live in that lifestyle. This is what I want y'all to know. You don't make the rules and you don't make the codes and you don't tell another nigga how to feel, no matter what type of opinion you have about it, no matter what you done did about it. As I told y'all, no matter if it got used to lock a nigga up or not, no matter if he feels that, hey, you didn't really harm me, he saw that video while he was doing that time. He heard that audio. People, of course, told him about it. He probably was like, nah, man, he ain't say that. He ain't say that. This is somebody that he considered a friend. And if y'all claiming the same thing, friends are going to expect you to just keep it quiet, bro. And that don't even just be the streets. That just be, hey, man, we grown men. We adults. We got ourselves in an adult situation. We got to take this, bro. We all been waving this team. We all been claiming it. We all got it tatted. Why would you do something to jeopardize it in that way inside of the courtroom? That's just how it breaks down, bro. Now, if you get caught up in that moment, true, you probably didn't know that it was going to come out like that and it was going to be viewed. No matter how y'all feel about it, if you did it, you did it. And people is going to feel a way about it, man. Y'all just got to accept that. But tell me what y'all think. We'll see what happens. I tell y'all all the time, bro. This is how the streets is. This is how it's going to move. This is how the people go look at it. This is how some niggas is. They got zero tolerance for it when it comes to these situations if you can't go out here and make that situation right. It happened at times where boys might say too much. They might say something that sound bad, but they do go back and they able to go correct it and fix it.
Ask about if they give testimony and then they recant it, what is the effect? The government and lawyers have ways to use inconsistent statements and to impeach a person. So what that means is if at one time you are giving a statement to law enforcement and then 6 months later at trial, you give a different statement, the prosecutor or the lawyer can confront you with this previous inconsistent statement and ask you if that is accurate. You have the opportunity to correct your statement at that time. So just because someone says that's not what happened doesn't mean the case is going to go away. There are certain evidentiary matters and ways to go about this, and it can be very dangerous for someone. You need to be careful when you are testifying because you could submit yourself to a perjury charge or otherwise run afoul of the government. It's important to speak to your lawyer about this before you take the stand. In any case where you might ever be called, contact an attorney and speak to them about the pros and cons of talking to the government or being a witness in any case.
With this case here, I don't know how that would go. That's between them, but I can't tell nobody else how to feel, man. Y'all tell me what y'all think. We got more coming, more videos, all that. 1000 for shit show. Stay on your pivot.